point. Okay. So, good afternoon once again or good evening once again. So, this is Teacher Samira for our English class. So, we will continue with our lesson last time. And we are going to continue with the lesson all about the grammar. So, last time, we are talking about the subject and finding the subject and the verb, right? We're talking about finding the subject and the verb. This is it. Can you see the slide now? Can you see the slide?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, thank you very much, Catherine. Okay, so before we start with our lesson, I might as well ask all of you to be able to at least open their cameras. Okay, Sir Harry is actually strictly implementing or that we need to open our camera. Some students actually doesn't listen. Some of the students actually is physically present but mentally absent. What does it mean? They are looking at me. They are looking at the laptop or the cell phone, but their mind was not with me. They do not focus, right? So we should refrain from doing.
Tapi dikit bilang aja, nanti pas jalan.
Hi, Micaela. So we should refrain or we should stop doing something that's connected with our lesson, okay? So that you will learn. All of us will be able to learn. Do you want to learn? Who doesn't want to learn? Anyone? Who doesn't want to learn? Can raise your hand. If you want to raise, if you want to learn, you need to open your camera, okay? You need to open your. Yeah, so maybe you are wondering what I am doing. I am still checking the attendance by simply getting the screenshot. You can see that Farrell, Aaron, and Audrey does not open.
Wait, I'm just going to write it. Wait, okay? Just wait.
Yeah, Mark, I did not include you. I can actually see your face now, but
The background.
I can. Hi, Nicholas. Where is Noel, Nicholas? I can see that Audrey, Shanisa, Farrell, and Aaron doesn't open their cameras. Okay, so again, for all those who were not able to join me last Wednesday, hello once again. I miss all of you. I was not able to teach for the past 2 weeks, for the past 2 days, because my two daughters or my children actually got sick. So I cannot attend the class. My first daughter, my eldest daughter, she was being hospitalized for 5 days or almost 1 week, because this is actually on the sixth day that we actually went out of the hospital. Fortunately, my youngest daughter, she got sick with the same illness, but she was not hospitalized, which is good thing. So she just spent her time at home, and she is taking her medication as well. Okay, so we will continue with our lesson regarding the grammar. So before we completely go with the lesson, we might as well go back to our lesson last time, right? The first one is actually finding subjects and verbs. So we have this lesson wherein we need to find the subjects and verbs to be able to find or to be able to help us correct the errors of agreement. Okay? We are going to have this lesson, which is finding subjects and verbs, to be able to help us correct errors of agreement. And Take note. Last
Wait,
time I told
Just wait.
you.
I need to note them.
Yeah. If you notice the sentences that I was able to give you, what comes first? Is it the subject or the verb? From the sentences that you were able to have last time, what comes first? Is it the subject or the verb? Can you still remember? If you are making a sentence, what are you going to do first? Are you going to place the subject first as before the verb? Or are you going to place or write the verb first before the subject? What is that? What is the correct thing to do? Anyone? I was able
subject
to...
first.
Huh?
The subject first.
Yeah, so what comes first? Is it subject or verb?
What,
What
Miss?
comes first? What should be the first? What should be the second? Is it the first? Is it the subject? Second, the verb, or first
Verb.
would be and second would be the subject? What do you think? Based on the for example, like this, I was playing outside. I was playing outside. So based on the sentence that I was able to give you, what is the first? What is the first that we wrote? Is it the subject or the verb? By the way, before that, what is our subject from the sentence I was playing outside? What is your subject?
I.
I. What is your verb? Your verb. I was playing outside. So Lisa,
Playing.
is it play? Tessa said that it is I. Very good. I was actually the subject. How about the verb? I was playing outside. What is the verb?
Playing.
Playing? No. I was
No.
playing outside. Do you still remember the verbs to be? What are the verbs to be or state of being? Verbs or state verbs to be, action verb or state of being? What are the state being? Remember last time? It's for subject. How about the verb? I cannot see Alfonso. How about Nicolas? Nicolas, what should be the verb, Nicolas? Oh, Noel. What should be the verb? Noel. Noel. I think it's Noel. I might as well ask Noel because he was with me for the past 2 years. Right, Noel? What will be our verb? I will be the subject.
Once again, Miss.
I was playing outside. What is your verb?
Playing.
Playing.
No? What is your
Outside.
verb?
Outside.
Outside, no? Remember last time the verbs to be? What are the verbs to be? Was, are, something like that. So what's your verb? I was playing outside. What is your verb?
I.
Play? No? I already told you. Are you not listening? Nicolas, you did not hear me? Time again.
What?
The verb, what is that verb? I was playing outside. Verb.
Oh, yeah. Sound is lagging. I can't hear it.
I am lagging outside.
outside.
Playing outside, Aaron? No, it's not.
Was.
Catherine, how about Catherine?
What?
Is the verb? Was. Very good, Aaron. It is was. Was is actually a verb to be or state of being. So I is the subject, was is the verb. Okay. What subject or verb? First, subject or verb? Anyone? What comes first, subject or verb? Josephine. What comes first? Subject or verb? I was playing outside. So we were able to identify the subject and the verb. How about the placement? Where was the subject placed? Is it on the first and the second? I was playing outside. I was playing outside. Verb. Again? Is our subject again? Answered it correctly earlier. Subject is I. Ron, what is the verb earlier? You told me the verb. You told us the verb earlier.
Watch.
Was. Okay, so what comes first? Subject or verb? First. Josephine, what comes first? Subject or verb?
Subject.
Subject. Very good. It should be the subject first followed by the verb. So when you are going to make a sentence, first is the subject followed by the verb. Okay? That is the pattern. That should be how you are going to make a sentence. You need to place the subject first before the verb. Okay? So that is what you are going to do. Okay, so in finding the subject and the verb, it's able to identify the subject and verb correctly. To help with the class semicolon. So this is, I was supposed to have this one before, our last meeting. Some of you still wasn't able to remember. I kept on asking, okay, do you understand? Do you have some questions? You kept on answering me. You do not have questions. So we will go back, okay? But we will just...
Miss Amira,
Yes, Mark?
wait a second. I'm going to screenshot.
Oh,
For
okay. You need me to go back so that you can screenshot?
It's way longer than I expected.
Come again, Mark?
It's long. Too long. Just wait. Okay. Oh, it's starting.
Okay, Mark, at least
The screenshot is ugly.
you
It's kind of bad.
you should at least show respect, okay? You should at least show respect because I am your teacher, right? So you do not have to talk to your teacher like that. It will not be good, okay? So
Okay. By the way, I will finish it.
yeah, you can ask me. You can kindly ask me. I will actually grant your request. But talk to me in a nice way, okay? So you can ask
Okay.
me to that you will be able to screenshot. Okay, look at the example. You can look at the example that the slide share is actually on. You can look at the example. You run around the block. You are my friend. Okay? You run around the block. You are my friend. From the sentence, you run around the block. What is our subject?
He.
He. How about the verb?
Run.
Run. So what is first? Subject, verb?
Subject.
Subject. Followed by verb. Right? Okay, you are my friend. What is our subject?
You. You.
Oh, very
You.
good. What is our verb?
Are.
Are. Good. So are is actually a verb wherein it is not an action word, but it is a state of being. So the state of being, when we talk about verbs, this are is, was, where, or. This the state of being, they switch with or be verb. Okay? So remember, when you are going to make a sentence, please make sure that you are going to write the subject first, followed by the verb. So that is the sentence wherein a simple sentence followed by verb. So again, I will have to read the definition of a verb. A verb is a word that shows action. You know what are these action words, right? Action word can be talk, run, hit, slide, sing, what else? Play, read. So these are all action words, right? These are all action words, meaning it is a word that shows action. So a verb can also be a state of being or a be verb or a verb to be. Verb to be are is, are, was, were, many more. So these are verb be or state of being. Okay. Mark, are you done? How
Yes.
about the others? Are you all done? Okay, so we will proceed with the next slide, okay? Just simply
Yes.
ask me. Teacher Samira, can you at least ask the slide that we can see or we can slide, okay? The definition of subject. What is a subject? The subject is the noun or pronoun that performs the verb. Noun, or it is a name of person, name, place, name of city, or I mean place, a name of or something like that. These are all nouns. Pronoun. What are the examples of pronoun? The examples of pronoun.
What? What?
Pronoun. Noun. What is the pronoun of Catherine? What is the pronoun of Catherine? The pronoun of Catherine, Josephine. I know that you know it. Do not be shy. What is the pronoun of Josephine or Reza? What is the pronoun? An example of pronoun. Nicolas. What is the example of pronoun, Nicolas? What is the example of pronoun? How about the boy? What is the pronoun of boy? What is the pronoun of girl?
He.
Very good. He for the boy. How about the girl?
She.
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 How about for the group of people?
It. They.
They. So these are all pronouns. It is a subject is the noun or pronoun that performs the verb. Okay? So for example, the woman hurried. The woman hurried. So if you look at the example, the sentence example, you can identify the subject as the woman. Woman is our subject. Woman is actually a noun, right? It is actually a noun. So according to the definition of subject, subject is the noun or pronoun that performs the verb. Take note, subject is the woman. Simply ask yourself, who is doing the action? Who is being hurried? So you can simply answer woman. So that is how you are going to identify whether it is a subject or a verb. You need to identify the subject, or if you do not easily identify the subject, you need to identify the verb and then ask yourself, Who is doing the action? What is doing the action? If you can answer that one, that would be your subject. So who is being hurried? So the one being hurried is the woman. Therefore, woman is our subject. You understand?
Yes,
You
miss.
understand? Do you have
Miss.
some questions? You still have some
No.
questions? No more?
No, miss.
Okay, maybe I'm going to ask you. If you do not ask me questions, I will be the one to ask you questions. What should be? You will be the one to ask me or I will be the one to ask you? you may actually choose. What do you want? For me to ask you or for you to ask me? I hope you understand. Okay? Again. For all those who understand, raise the emoticon hand. Raise the emoticon hand. Without the emoticon hand, I will assume that you did not understand the lesson. So Claudie was able to raise her hand, but she simply get it back. Okay. Hey, Noel. Is it Noel? Noel is sending me thumbs up. How about the others? Nobody is giving me a hand or an emoticon hand. Does that mean that you did not understand? Nicolas is waiting. So it means that Nicolas understands. Am I correct, Nicolas? According to Nicolas, like this. How about Josephine? Josephine is hesitant. I do not know whether she understands or not. What is it,
I'm
Josephine?
understand, miss.
How do you tell I understand means?
Josephine hand. Reza. Reza, do you understand, Reza?
Yes, miss.
Yes, thank you, Reza. How about Aaron? Do you understand, Aaron? Understand?
Yes.
Thank you, Aaron. How about Krista? Understand? Happy trip, Rafaela and Rafaela. Okay, we will proceed. I guess you all know. Rule. I was able to there is this rule. Rule one is read. Rule one. Who would like to read rule one? Anyone would like to read? Nicholas. Nicholas. Read rule one. Only rule one.
One right. Rule one.
Yes, rule one. If
Rule
a
one. If a verb follows to it, it's called a infinitive phrase and is not the main verb.
yes,
An
if a verb,
example, I like to
yes,
walk.
I like to walk. Okay, thank you very much, Nicholas. If a verb follows to the word to, so I think I need to, oh sorry, I think I need to make sure that the to here should be capitalized so that you will not get confused. If a verb follows to the word to, okay, the word to, oops, where are we? It is called an infinitive phrase and is not the main verb. If a verb follows to, it's called infinitive phrase and is not the main verb. For example, I like to walk. The last time I remember I was able to ask the students to at least identify the subject. What is the subject from the sentence I like to walk?
I.
Very good. So I like to walk. So this is where we got confused right now. What will be the verb?
Wait,
If you look
walk. I want to know that.
If you look at the example or if you look at the sentence, like and walk are both verbs, right? Right? Like and walk are both verbs. And then I think I was mistaken by last time, so I need to correct that one. I was actually guilty about that one. So, and remember or understand the rule one, if a verb follows to, or if a verb follows the word to, it is called an infinitive phrase and it's not the main verb. So what the one that follows to is actually the word what? What is the verb that follows to? Is it like or walk?
Walk.
Walk, very good. Walk. Is walk. Therefore, what will be our main verb? What will be our main verb? So since walk is actually the one that follows to, then it is not a verb. It is called an infinitive phrase. That is why I got confused also last time. So walk is not a verb. Therefore, what will be our main verb?
Like.
Like. Very good. The verb is actually, or the main verb is actually like. Okay? The main verb is actually like. So you need to correct that one, okay? I am humbly what do you call this one? I'm telling you that I got confused last time, therefore I need to correct that one. You will the main verb either before or after the infinitive phrase. So the effort to get her elected succeeded. The effort to get her elected succeeded. What is our okay? Is our okay?
Effort.
Very good. Okay. So since we have the main verb, succeeded. What is your main verb? Is it get or succeeded? Again,
What, miss?
what is
What?
our main verb? What is our main verb? Is it get, G-E-T, or succeeded? What is your main verb? Get, succeeded? What is it, Reza? Then I can see that Reza wants to answer. So what is that? What is the main verb? Get or succeeded? Remember, according to rule 1, if a verb follows to, it calls infinitive phrase. Verb. Is it get or succeeded? Is it get or succeeded?
Succeeded.
Yes, that is succeeded. But the one that follows to is get. Therefore, get is actually infinitive phrase. Verb is actually succeeded. Understand? What? Just a noise. I can hear a noise. Okay, it's Rayhan. Rayhan, I muted you, okay? Because there is this noise. Okay, you understand?
Yes.
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 Good.
Yes, okay, thank you. We are done with that. Rule 2. A subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. Again, of. So, of. Of. It's like also this one. Sorry. The subject will come before a phrase beginning with of. Beginning with of. Example, please. Example, bouquet of yellow roses will lend color and fragrance to the room. A bouquet of yellow roses will lend the color and fragrance to the room. Okay? So what will be our subject based on rule 2? A subject.
Okay.
Very good. It is a bouquet. A bouquet is our subject because if you look at the sentence, a bouquet is actually a phrase wherein it is starts before the beginning of it starts before the of. Okay? It's written or it was placed before the word of. Okay, you understand? So I'm going
Yes.
to continue. To find the subject and verb, okay? To find the subject and verb, always find the verb first. This is what I told you earlier. To find the subject and verb, always find the verb first. Then ask who, what performed the verb. Okay? So this must be your hint. You will always remember this one. If you have a test and your teacher will ask you to identify, you need to at least find the verb first. And then ask yourself, who or what performed the verb? Who or what performed the verb? Example, the jet engine inspection. The jet engine passed inspection. The jet engine passed inspection. What are we going to do? What is the verb? According to rule 3, we need to identify first the verb. What is our verb?
What, miss?
What
What,
is
miss?
what is our verb?
Past.
Okay. Ask yourself, who is past inspection? Who has passed inspection? You can look at the sentence. Who has passed inspection? Let's do it what is being said in rule 3. Who has passed the inspection?
The jet.
Is it the jet?
Yes.
Who has passed the inspection? Is it the jet that we are going to inspect? What do you think? If it's jet and engine, what should be inspected? Is it the jet alone or the engine?
Engine.
It should be the engine. But if you are going to include jet engine, it's okay. Nobody will get hurt. It's okay. But you know what? Jet here actually is an adjective. Jet here serves as an adjective. Used to describe what kind of engine or what is that engine used for. So that engine is used for the jet. So it is the one that passed the inspection. Okay, so pass is a verb. Who or what passed the engine? So engine is the subject. But if you included the word jet as the subject, it likely will not strike you. You will not get hurt from the lightning because there is no such thing. Right? When you mistakenly identify the subject, but you simply gave the complete in the adjective. But if you look at it, jet is actually, or it serves actually as an adjective. So in simple term, you can simply say that the subject here is engine. By simply getting the complete or giving the complete subject, you may as well include the jet or a jet engine. It's okay. Nobody will get angry with you. But for simply for verification or for giving you the proper explanation, jet will serve as an adjective, so it can be simple as engine. That will be your subject. Okay? That will be your subject. Okay. Okay. Wait. I was not able. If your eyes is fast, you can see that one. Okay. From the ceiling, hang the chandelier. From the ceiling, hang the chandelier. What is our verb?
Hang.
Hang. Very good. What was being hung? What was being hung?
The chandelier.
Chandelier. Very good, Josephine. So Josephine is getting better and better, right?
Yeah.
Someday it will become best. So hang is our verb. And if I am going to ask myself, what was being hung? It will not be the ceiling, but rather it would be the chandelier. Very good, Josephine. So I was actually trying to so that I will know if you are actually listening. We will just simply run through. We will not go further with that one because I want you to remember the lessons that we had. It's rule 4. Rule 4. Catherine, would you like to read rule 4, Catherine?
Okay, ma'am.
Yes.
Rule 4. Any request or command such as stop or walk quickly has the understood subject you, because if we ask who is to stop or walk quickly, the answer must be you. Example,
Okay.
you, please bring me some coffee.
Okay. Thank you very much, Catherine. So based on that rule 4, or any request or command, remember the imperative sentence wherein you are talking about the request or command. So if you encounter that one, it is understood that the subject, although it was not being stated or it was not being written, it is understood that the subject must be you. It is understand that the subject will be you, because if we ask who is to stop or walk quickly, the answer must be you. So if you look at this, there is no you here. That is why it was written in a closed and open parenthesis. It should be like this only. Please bring me some coffee. Please bring me some coffee. So since we do not have the subject, it is understood that the subject that we are talking about is actually you. Understand? That the subject is actually you. So remember, if you encountered a subject, a request, or a command word, then there will be no subject, visible subject, then it must be you. The subject must be you. Y-O-U. Okay? So bring is our verb. And who is to do the bringing? We all understood that it must be or it will be you. Okay? Understand? Understand that one?
Yes, Miss.
Understand? Miss Amira.
Okay. So, why do you say it depends? What is with which you will still, are you still got confused? Mark,
Yes?
are you still confused? Mark,
What? Come again? Continue?
are you still confused? Do you,
No.
no, so you understand that if there is no visible subject, then the subject must be you. Y-O-U, you. So
I
you need to,
in the example, I can see the example while it was you because I want a coffee.
yeah. So you can actually print screenshot. So I look at this. I am actually covering this word you. Because if you look at it, the sentence starts with please bring me some coffee. That is actually subject. The sentence is, originally the sentence is, please bring me some coffee. So that is actually the sentence. There is no visible subject. So if that is actually the case, and if you look at the imperative sentence, then yes, Mark,
I have a question for this.
yes,
Well, in my theory, this example says, please bring me some coffee. It means that I want a coffee, so I want him to or her bring the coffee to me.
yes,
And
that's right.
someone bring some.
But if you are being asked, who will bring you some coffee? And then you cannot see any subject in your sentence. You cannot say he or she, but it must be, the you here is not you alone. The you here is the other person, right? The you here is the other person. It is not you yourself, but the you here is the other person. Just like what you told us that it must be he or she. And then we call them you. We are the second person, right? We call them you. You get it? Is it clear now? Or are you still confused?
Clear.
Very good. So actually, if you look at it, you got it actually analyzed that there must be someone such as he or she that we are talking about. But we do not know whether that you is a he or she. So it must be said that we are going to simply use the second person such as you. Right? We are going to simply use the word you for the second person. Okay. Rule number 5. Who would like to read rule number 5? Resa, would you like to read rule number 5, Resa?
Yes, Miss. Sentence often have more than one subject, more than one verb, or pairs of subject and verbs. Example, I like cake and he likes ice cream.
Okay, very good. So sentences, okay, we read this one as sentences. We have S at the last part. Sentences often have more than one subject, more than one verb or pairs of subject and verb. Example, I like cake and he likes ice cream. I like cake and he likes ice cream. Okay, look at that.
You
I
make
like cake and he likes ice cream. How many subjects can we find?
2.
I,
I and
He.
I and
he. Very good. I and he. There is one pair of subjects because we have two subjects. I and he. How about the verb?
Like
How
cake,
about
ice cream.
cake and ice cream? How about the verb?
Likes,
Like. Very good. It is also like. So there is one verb. There are one verb and there are actually two pairs of subjects and two pairs of verbs. So you look at it, both of them like cake, the other one like ice cream, right? So it so happened that the verb is the same, like, and but if you look at it, there are two pairs such as I, the verb of it. So the subject. So the subject.
What, miss?
He and I like it. What are the subjects?
I and he.
I and he. Very good. What is the verb?
Likes,
Like. Then he lifts weights and jogs daily. He lifts weights and jogs daily. What will be our subject? How many
He.
subjects away? He. And the subject is he. How about the verb?
What,
How about
miss?
what, miss?
how about the verb?
Lift.
What is the verb?
Lift.
Lift and what? Lift and
Jokes.
lift and
Yeah.
I can hear someone, but I cannot the phrase. What is the other verb? Lift and anyone? Clara, what is the second verb? The first is lift and the second is the second verb. Rayhan. Is the second verb Rayhan? Or Rihanna? Rihanna, what is the second verb? Because there are two verbs, by the way. What? Resa. Resa, what is the verb resa? What is the other verb resa? Lift and? She lifts and jogs daily. What is the second verb? The first one is lift and the second verb is
Leave a guy.
she lifts weights and jogs daily. She lifts weights.
The job,
Huh? That's very good. The first verb is lift, and the second verb is jog. So you are jogging, you are running. So she is our subject. There is only one subject, and that is she. And we have two verbs, lift and jog. Okay. Next, continue this one. Next is okay, so we are done with finding the verb, the subject and the verb. So in finding the subject and the verb, I must have recap this. We only have 5 rules. We only have 5 rules. Okay?
I thought
So,
there were going to be 100.
oh, for the subject verb agreement, there must be more than 15. More than 15 rules. Okay? So I hope you understand how we are going to find the subject and the verb. Okay, so we will continue with the subject and verb agreement. So for the subject and verb agreement, we only have one basic rule, but we have so many rules. We only have basic rule, one basic rule, and we have so many rules. For the basic rule, it states that a singular subject takes a singular verb, while a plural subject takes a plural verb. Okay. I was also able to ask last time. When we talk about subject, then singular verb. What is singular subject? What is singular subject? Subject. Paul, Rehana. The other one is Josephine and Josephine. What is Rehana? Rehana singular or plural?
Wait, Mr. Mira, wait.
Last-
Okay, done.
What is Rehana? Is Rehana singular or plural? How many is Rehana?
1.
One or two? How many is Rehana? One or two?
1.
One.
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 Rehana, is Rehana singular or plural?
Singular. Singular.
Very good. How about Josephine and Catherine? How about Josephine and Catherine? How many is Josephine and Catherine?
2. 2.
Josephine and Catherine, plural or singular or plural?
Plural. Plural.
Very good. So we can easily identify whether it is a singular subject, a plural subject, right? Yes, there is also plural. There are two verbs. The verb. How are you going to make the verb become singular? How are you going to make the verb become singular? One. How are you going to make the verb become singular? You are going to add what?
S. S.
Or es, right? Es. How about the plural verb? How do you make the plural verb? What did I tell you last time?
Basic verb.
Huh?
Basic verb.
The what? What? Is it Catherine? What is it, Catherine?
Basic verb, ma'am.
Basic verb or the original form of the verb. Very good, Catherine. When we are going to make, take note, when we are going to make verb becomes plural, we usually, okay, take note, we usually use the original verb. We usually use the original verb. We do not add anything on the verb. For example, if you look at this, if you look at the slide, regarding the note, for the note, the trick is in knowing whether the subject is singular or plural. So we were able to do it. We were able to identify the subject as singular or plural. After which, we are going to recognize a singular or plural verb. How do we recognize a singular or plural verb? That is what I asked you earlier. That is what I have told you earlier. To make a singular verb, we add S or ES. That is the basic rule. We add S or ES. But the plural verb, we use this. What did we do with the plural verb? What did
Basic
Catherine
verb.
say? We use the original verb. We use the original verb. Okay, for the hint, verbs do not form their plural. Verbs do not form their plural by adding an noun to. What usually we do with the noun. When it is plural, we may say that we are going to add an. That is not the case for the verb. Determine which verb is singular and which one is plural. Think of which verb you would use with he or she and which verb you would use with they. Okay. So if I am going to use he or she, to look at it, I would actually make the verb by simply adding an s or es. Okay? I will simply add an s or es so that the verb will become singular. But then again, if we talk about the object which is they, we are going to use the original form of the verb. We are going to use the original form of the verb. Okay? Okay. Example regarding the verb talk and talk. Example regarding the verb talk and talk. Which one is the singular form? Which word would you use with he? You say, therefore, talk. We added s from the verb talk. That makes the verb become singular. And we say they talk. What we did was, if we are talking about a plural subject, we simply use the original form of the verb, which is talk, to make the verb become plural. To make the verb become plural. Right? Okay, so after the basic rule, we have the rule 1. Take note, we have so many rules. We still have so many rules. So we will continue with this one on Wednesday, next week, right? We will continue with this one on Wednesday. Okay, so before we continue, who has some questions? Who has some questions? One? You have some questions with you?
No, Miss.
No? Okay. Is your teacher around? Is your teacher for the Mandarin around? She's not yet around, right? Okay. So do you understand? Is it much
Yes.
clearer now? Is it much clearer now? You can identify now the subject and the verb, right? What comes first again? Subject or verb? What comes
Subject.
first?
Subject.
Yes, very good. What comes second? It will obviously be the verb. Okay. When you make when you make a verb singular, what are you going to do with the verb? You add what?
S-R-E-S.
Or es. How about if you are going to use a plural verb? What is that verb that you are going to use?
Original verb.
The original verb. Very good. Okay. So since I guess your teacher will be around later, I do not know what is your teacher's name, by the way. What is your teacher's name?
Teacher name is Samira. Miss Samira.
Miss Chinue, right? I think that's the name, right? Okay, I will simply stop recording